Hey there! Today we're going to be talking about fat and why you should incorporate it into your nutrition. My name is Sally Garcia, for those of you who don't know me, and I am so happy to be talking about fat and how to incorporate that. So for many decades, we've been told a low-fat, high-carb diet is the best diet, right? However, we've seen Americans just gaining so much weight and we're getting fatter and fatter every year. Also, heart disease is soaring. It's out of control. I, for one, come from a line of women on my mom's side of the family with heart disease. We've lost four, my grandmother, two aunts, and two cousins, all female, and from heart disease. Therefore, I have been doing my due diligence and always trying to find better. So I'm glad to be here talking to you about fat. Okay, so did you know that your brain is the fattiest organ in your body? It's made of 60% fat. Therefore, guess what? We need to eat fat in order to fuel our brain. Our brain, everything happens up in here. So once our brain is and our gut are both, talking to each other, everything starts happening the way it's supposed to. So incorporating fat, having a higher fat content and a lower carbohydrate diet is probably one of the better diets that I have found for myself. And so I'm happy that I'm here being able to talk to you about it. So let's talk about fat and the different types of fat. So there's a saturated fat, there's monounsaturated fats, there's polyunsaturated fats, and there's trans fats. So saturated fats, monounsaturated fats, and polyunsaturated fats, those are all three pretty good, right? Trans fats you always want to stay away from. So fat helps keep the weight off. Low carbohydrate diets help you lose faster. And when you eat enough of the right kinds of fat without too many carbs, you teach your body to burn fat for fuel. And that's exactly what we want to do. So also fat builds cell membranes and makes hormones. So ladies, listen up. Fat is vital in keeping your cells healthy. It also builds sex hormones like testosterone and estrogen. When you're not getting enough fat and you're starting to get really thin, what happens sometimes is we start skipping periods or become very irregular. Therefore, if you're trying to get pregnant or want to have babies in the future, it's very important that you take care of your body and feed it the right fats that it needs in order for our cells to be healthy and be stronger and grow. So another thing about fat is when you're having a higher fat content, it helps satiate you for a lot longer. Therefore, you're not finding that you're eating every 2 to 3 hours, as opposed to when you're on a low fat diet, you seem like you're always getting hangry. Yeah? Do you agree? Every 2 to 3 hours, and believe me, I used to be there. So it's definitely a mood stabilizer. I don't find that I'm going up and down through my days, raging or super excited. I'm just very, in whatever the mood is. So fat is incredibly satiating, so you won't end up eating too much too often. So I love that part of it, which, people are always asking, if you're intermittent fasting and you're on this high fat diet, are you still eating the same amount of calories? Well, yes and no. It just really depends. And but we're not going to go there right now. That's coming. Okay, so it enhances nutrient absorption. So some vitamins like A, E, D, and K are fat soluble and need fat in order to be absorbed in our bodies. So healthy fats carry these vitamins through the bloodstream and into the liver and body fat, where it gets stored in the body and starts using that fat for fuel. So we want that, right? So many good things are coming out of this. So the sources of good fat: grass-fed beef, grass-fed butter, avocados, extra virgin olive oil, pastured eggs, egg yolks, so good for you. Olives, avocados, eggs, almonds, pastured raised pork. So I suggest that you look up what the 4 fats entail. so that you know where these all fall. And then that can help you also determine how much of each you should be having. It is sometimes hard to figure out, you know, how much of each you should be having, but we can figure it out. And there's also calculators that help you figure that out. And I can put that link down at the bottom in the comments as well. Okay, so omega-3 fatty acids, that's another one. So omega-3 fats are like wild salmon, sardines, anchovies, grass-fed beef, leafy greens, and pastured egg yolk. Walnuts, flaxseed, and chia seeds are also rich in omega-3s, but our body can't easily absorb the fatty acids from plants. So I'll share the link of where I'm getting my notes. There's a video, very short video, where doctors are talking to you about the fat and what it does for you and your brain. So I suggest you watch that very short video. I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, omega-6 fats are found in most refined vegetable oils, such as sunflower, peanut, and oils in poultry. A little bit of omega-6 fat keeps your brain strong, grows your muscles, and stabilizes your blood sugar. But too much of the omega-6 fats can also cause inflammation. So what we've always thought of, so these are like nuts and things like that. So it's not, like I said, it's not always easy knowing whether you're doing it right or if it's the right balance. However, one way to just cut way down on the foods that you know are high in omega-6s that ramp up that and then ramp up the omega-3s. So like omega-3s are like your fish and stuff like that. And then some nuts are easy to just keep eating. Those are the ones that you want to kind of really monitor. I think it's something like 25-to-1 ratio where like Americans are eating more of the omega-6s rather than the 3s. So in that case, you're probably putting too many calories into your body. Okay, so more than 500,000 people die each year from heart disease, and it's linked to trans fats. So like I said at the beginning of the video, when I introduced the different fats, this is definitely one you want to stay clear from if you can. I love French fries. I'll have them once in a while. So, you know, I'm guilty too, but we're human, right? And we just got to do what we got to do, and always everything in moderation. Let's do our best. Like I say, 1% better every day, and let's make it a lifestyle. Thanks so much, you guys, and have an amazing day.